May I come in, sir?
Please.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Take a seat.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Desai Dilipkumar Krishna.
Yes, sir.
So, how do I address you?
Sir, my name is Dilip Kumar. So you can address me Dilip or Dilip Kumar.
Very well. So, Dilip, I have gone through your application and I know a fair bit about you.
Okay, sir.
But if I would like to know you better, can you share anything apart from what is already mentioned in your application?
Yes, sir. Sir, I'm enthusiastic and determined person, and I have decided to prepare for civil service examination during my graduation after coming across one of the seminar conducted by the already successful candidate. So I believe that coming from the rural background, I will address the rural problems in a better way, and it will be fulfilling experience. That's why I started for preparing civil service examination. And
Very well.
This is my last attempt, 6th attempt.
Yes. I see that you've not opted for several services.
Yes, sir.
Could you help me understand why?
Yes, sir. Sir, those all services are related to police type of job, and my height is 163 centimeter, so I am not fit for those services.
And why do you think, Dilip, that you deserve to be chosen for a career in the civil services?
Yes, sir. Sir, first is that I comes from the rural background and I have a fair good understanding of rural problems, so I will able to do justice with that. Secondly, sir, coming from the engineering background and having the sociological understanding after the sociology optional, I have fairly good understanding of society and social problems, so I will able to address those challenges. And thirdly, sir, I am enthusiastic and determined person. I am patient and perseverant person, so I will tackle the challenges in front of me with patience and with perseverance.
Since you mentioned that you are an enthusiastic person, could you
sir.
share any real life instances from your life which will tell us that you are indeed an enthusiastic person?
Yes, sir. Sir, I always take the challenges as an opportunity, and whenever I comes towards any failure, I look them as a learning experience. So in my many UPSC's past attempt, I able to come to the interview, but I could not clear the final stage. Still, I took that as an opportunity to learn more and to understand the nature of the society and understand the nature of the civil service as well. So from that, I believe that I took challenges as an opportunity.
Very well. Any weaknesses that you think we should know as a prospective employer? Any shortcomings you have?
Yes, sir. Sir, I believe that my articulation skill is not up to mark, and I am not able to convey my my intentions in a few words. So one of that my challenge.
Till now, at least, I find you articulate enough.
Thank you, sir. But still, I believe that I can improve on this point.
Very well. So you come from which part of the country, Dilip?
Sir, I come from the Maharashtra, and within Maharashtra, from the southern Maharashtra, Kolhapur district.
Kolhapur.
Yes,
can you give me a sociological profile of the district?
Yes, sir. Sir, Kolhapur is a agriculture-based district, and our Kolhapur district has population of around 38 lakh, and sex ratio of Kolhapur, child sex ratio is quite low. It is a serious issue, like 857, but even the normal sex ratio is less than the national average. It is 914. From the perspective of employment and the opportunities, Kolhapur though have the farming majority, but youth right now are going for the higher educations, and migration is quite happening from the Kolhapur district.
Very well. Could you give me 3 good reasons to visit Kolhapur?
Yes, sir, definitely, sir. Sir, first one is the Kolhapur has a historical and the cultural significance. For example, Kolhapur has a medieval forts like Pranay Aggarwal, Sir, and the spiritual places like Ambabai temple, which are worth to visit. Secondly, sir, if you want to see the scenic beauty, Kolhapur has a really good scenic beauty, considering it is coming in the Western Ghat region. So that is one of the reason. And thirdly, if you want to see the progress of the Kolhapur from the cooperative sector industries, to study the cooperative sector, we can definitely come to Kolhapur, because Kolhapur has many successful sugar factories as well as milk cooperatives.
Very well. Why is Kolhapuri chappal so famous? Is
Yes,
there
sir.
anything specific about it, or what makes it so popular?
Yes, sir. Kolhapuri chappal has a GI tag,
Hmm.
and it is famous because of its unique design, and it is a handmade one using the leather product, and that leather is processed using natural ingredients, not chemical. Chemicals are not much used.
Okay, and still they are relying on natural products. I mean, till this day and age, or have they shifted to chemicals?
Sir, as far as I know, means I have interacted with some of the manufacturers. They still use the natural ingredient for that tanning process. Though certain chemicals are required, but mostly natural ingredients are used.
Very well. You mentioned several problems, particularly pertaining to adverse sex ratio and child sex ratio.
Yes, sir.
So, Dilip, if tomorrow you were made in charge of that district administration,
Yes, sir.
how will you address these issues?
Yes, sir. Sir, I believe that patriarchal mindset is one of the reasons behind the adverse sex ratio. So, firstly, we need to implement the laws which goes against sex selective determination, which need to implement very stringently. Already, previous district collectors have implemented the things like silent observer. So, we need to implement in all over the district properly. But in the long run, we need to address the social challenges, cultural biases towards the woman. For that, we need to empower the woman, and we need to we need to improve the healthcare system and institutional delivery system, so that we can track the progress of the child sex ratio.
What is this silent observer that you mentioned?
Yes, sir. Sir, during the sonography process, they earlier the families used to detect the child, which whether it is male or female, and then they went to for the sex selective abortion.
Yes.
So silent observer is the instrument attached to the sonography instrument, which will give information about the sex selective abortion is doing or not. I think it is related to that, sir.
Very well. Is this one of the southern districts
Yes, sir.
in Maharashtra?
Yes, sir.
Are there any problems with the neighboring state of Karnataka?
Yes, sir.
What's
Sir,
happening there?
the problem of Belgavi border dispute, it was prevalent since the 1956 State Reorganization Act.
Yes.
Maharashtra claims Belgav and many villages from the Belgav district because their primary language was mother tongue and they were culturally Marathi people. But Karnataka considered that 1956 reorganization was right and government should maintain status quo. So it's related to Sir Belgav district.
Is there any way out?
Yes, sir. Sir, I think that we should use the constitutional mechanisms like interstate dispute can be solved using Supreme Court intervention, or another is the amicable discussion between the both state with the center's mediation. That can be the only lasting solution. However, meantime, I believe that those people from the Belgav who have mother tongue as a Marathi, they should given protection by the Karnataka state in order to preserve their culture.
Isn't the Supreme Court already overworked?
Sir, currently
Why drag the Supreme Court in every dispute? I mean, there should be some other ways of dealing with such disputes.
Sir, definitely, sir, mediation is the best way to resolve this dispute. However, considering the Supreme Court's trust of the various state on the Supreme Court judgment, I believe that this issue, if we solved through the Supreme Court, can be the provide lasting solution for that. Because earlier government tried to solve this issue by forming committees, but both states did not come on the same platform.
Are you referring to the Mahajan committee?
Sir. Yes, sir.
What was the outcome of it?
Sir, Mahajan committee was constituted by the central government in 1966 to recommend for this Belgav dispute. So, committee recommended that Belgav and around 264 villages to be remained with the Karnataka, but they provided that around 260 villages can be transferred to the Maharashtra. But Maharashtra government did not agree to these recommendations.
Dilip, we also see, recurrent anti-migrant sentiment in Maharashtra politics and society.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Do you think, those who are voicing such concerns regarding the influx of migrants, they have a legitimate concern, or is it pure politicization? How do you look at this whole issue?
Sir, I look this issue morely from the political point of view, because whenever there are elections are coming, these issues come to the forefront, but in normal situation these issues do not highlight it. So though there is the challenges of the unemployment in the Maharashtra, but the anti-migrant stance is not the solution for this.
And when you do see certain sort of vandalism or violence against migrants,
Yes, sir.
whose responsibility is it to address it? Is it the government of Maharashtra or the governments of the home states, say UP and Bihar, from where many of these migrants are coming? Do they also have any role to play in this whole, in the managing of this issue?
Sir, in the immediate term, in the law and order situation, Maharashtra government has a crucial role to address these challenges, that these should not lead to violence and violence against the anti-migrant people. But in the long run, in order to address this issue sustainably, home state should also create employment opportunities for the people, so that migrants should not have should not be compelled to go to the other state for the migration, for the employment opportunities. They should willingly go other state, not for the not because of lack of employment opportunities.
Very well. Maharashtra has given us several very, should I say, impactful social reformers also.
Yes, sir.
What is it about Marathi society that it has produced so many leading social reformers? And can you name some such reformers who
Yes,
and what their contributions have been?
Yes, sir. Sir, one of the major reason for producing such a long list of the social reformer can be traced to the Bhakti movement, which was started in 12th century, but it was continued till the 17th-18th century, which provided base for the eradicating the caste system or the caste based discrimination. And out of this philosophy, the leaders like Mahatma Jyotiba Phule, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, as well as Shahu Maharaj played a crucial role in the 19th and 20th century to tackle the issue related to women, violence against women, or the caste based barriers. So for example, if I talk about the Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj, he was one of the first princely state prince who provided right to education to all the students from the Kolhapur princely state in the free. Secondly, for the women empowerment, he passed the legislation like widow remarriage legalization, as well as there was system of the so there was also system of the Devdasi system prevalent in the Maharashtra. So he passed the anti-Devdasi system legislation. And to tackle the issue of the caste barriers or caste based discrimination, he provided scholarship to the meritorious student from the scheduled caste. So that was the contribution.
Very well. Would you concede, Dilip, that there are serious regional imbalances within Maharashtra?
Yes, sir. There are regional imbalances in terms of the development, especially.
So, you think that underdeveloped regions like Vidarbha, they should be carved out into a separate state?
Sir, I believe that separate state is not the solution for the developmental balance of the region. I think that we need to find the solution in the existing state of the Maharashtra in order to develop Vidarbha, because carving out the Vidarbha will not lead to the development of the Vidarbha, because there are other challenges as well. For example, sir, if you carve the Vidarbha, there can be the border dispute between the both state. There is also challenge that Vidarbha has various resources, mining resources, but industries are not developed there. So just carving out will not help to create employment opportunities there. Instead, Western Maharashtra has good industrial development and good economic opportunities. So fund from the Western Maharashtra can be used for development of the Vidarbha instead of carving it out.
Very well. How do you analyze the problem of agrarian distress in the Vidarbha region, and why does it witness so many farmer suicides?
Yes, sir. Sir, it is very unfortunate that even the progressive state like Maharashtra face the issue of the farmer suicide. And when I analyze the issue, I come across the three major challenges because of that farmer face suicide. Number one was, sir, most of the farmers from Vidarbha take loans from the lenders, which cost them very high interest burden, and failure of the crop leads to loss of money and issue of the debt burden. Second issue was, sir, in the Vidarbha especially, the issue of the dowry is still prevalent. So farmer takes loan for the marriages and dowry purpose, and they get trapped in this debt cycle. And thirdly, sir, often these farmer looks the Western Maharashtra as a reference group for the social mobility. So they go for the cash crop, but failure of the cash crop leads to the major debt burden, and that lead to the extreme step like suicide.
Maharashtra also, not just Maharashtra, in fact, many state governments, one of the things that they do is waive of farm loans.
Yes, sir.
Do you think that's a correct step by the administration in response to agrarian distress?
Sir, that can be the short-term solution to address that specific issue, but I believe that is not the correct step in order to address the challenges in the long run, and in order to address this holistically. Because most of the farmers often take loans from the private lenders, and that issue will not addressed by loan waiver. And sometimes, sir, it also create negative credit culture, because once government start to provide loan waiver, many farmers who used to pay the loan, they often think that government will waive their loan, and they do not repay the loan.
Very well. Your own family also hail from an agriculturist background?
Yes, sir.
So have you also personally helped your family members in agricultural operations?
Yes, sir. I used to do it.
You used to do it.
Yes, sir.
Very well. Can you comment on the agrarian class structure in India?
Yes, sir. Sir, in India, agrarian class structure is not homogeneous. It varies from region to region. For example, in Punjab and Haryana, capitalist farming and farming for the market is mostly prevalent. So in Punjab, Haryana, we can see the capital intensive farming. But in the state like Bihar, Odisha, we see the more of the subsistence level farming, where we see the agrarian labor more, and the small and marginal farmers section is more. When we talk about in Maharashtra, even Maharashtra has not a uniform farm agrarian structure. In the Western Maharashtra, we see the most of the farmers engaged in the cash crop and the commercial crop like sugarcane. So there is a capital intensive farming. But in the Vidarbha, in the Marathwada, we again see the subsistence farming.
Maharashtra also toyed with this BT crops, especially BT cotton, if I remember correctly.
Yes,
was allowed, but it has been hesitant to allow BT, brinjal and other GM foods.
Yes, sir.
Why?
Sir, BT cotton was introduced around 2000, and it was introduced after all the checks related to issues associated with GM crops, genetically modified crops. So environmental clearance was given to the BT cotton, but for BT brinjal and BT mustard, environmental clearance was not given by the central government department because of trials are not properly conducted to see the impact.
Very well. Can you tell me, like, feminization of agriculture, if it's taking place, is it a good thing from women's perspective?
Sir, when we talk about in literal word feminization of agriculture, that can be the good thing, because female will have more ownership of the agriculture and they will more actively involved in the agriculture. But in India perspective, feminization of agriculture is undergoing through increasing the women's labor participation, but not in an equal way their women empowerment. For example, many times feminization of agriculture is happening because of the male migrating to urban area. So women are having double burden of doing farming as well as their traditional activities without leading to the empowerment, because the produce come from that is still owned by the male member. So in our sense, feminization of agriculture is not leading to women empowerment.
Regarding, the government has been attempting to improve farmers' incomes for a while now.
Yes, sir.
Do you think government schemes are effective? They're like really benefiting the farmers on the ground or not?
Sir, it is again not whole India same result. It's based on the state to state and scheme to scheme. For example, after implementing Fasal Bima Yojana and government has reduced the premium to ₹1, Maharashtra has seen drastic increase in the access to the Fasal Bima Yojana scheme. So that scheme is helping the farmers. However, the issue is that, sir, implementation is not proper. Those schemes are really good on paper. Those are not implemented in true spirit across the India. So we do not see the expected or intended result on the ground level.
Very well. Dilip, I've seen you've done electronics and telecommunications engineering.
Yes, sir.
Every other day we hear news of students who are preparing for the engineering entrance exams, like committing suicides,
Yes, sir.
particularly in places like Kota and Rajasthan.
Yes, sir.
Can you give me a sociological analysis of these student suicides?
Yes, sir. Sir, when we talks about sociological analysis, we can link the concept of the Durkheim of suicide, which talks about over integration or less integration, or over regulation or less integration, that comes to the suicidal current. So if you talk about the quota student suicide, we can categorize them into the anomic suicide, because they feel less connected to the society. Secondly, sir, we can also see that parental pressure and the societal expectation often leads to considering student that success in exam is the success in life, or failure in exam is failure of life. So one failure in exam often leads to the suicide of these students. And thirdly, sir, societal taboos and respect associated with these exams, so that often create more pressure on the student, which often leads to the extreme steps like suicide.
So Dilip, if you were made in charge of the administration in a place like Kota,
Yes, sir.
tell me what concrete steps you will take to address this issue of student suicides.
Yes, sir. Sir, first step I will take will be creating the helpline for the mental illness, and if the student is facing any mental issue, they can easily dial the toll-free number and get the counseling. Secondly, sir, we can also give guideline to all the quota classes to create separate faculty or facility for the student mental challenges. And sir, thirdly, I think that we should take various initiative or program to understand the students that exam is not the just end. They should think about there are better career opportunities in life. They should not means there should be one periodic program should be conducted in order to consult these students.
Very well. Like in engineering education in India or higher education in general, is there a caste bias or any sort of caste based discrimination
Yes, sir.
in the field of higher education?
Sir, we have seen certain instances of because of caste discrimination that leading to the suicide. But in general, when we talk about overall phenomena, we should not see that from the caste-based discrimination, though it is happening in certain instances.
Okay. Tell me, Dilip, what was the gender ratio in your batch?
Yes, sir. So my batch was electronics and telecommunication, and almost 55% were female and 45% were male.
No, not just in your stream, but in your engineering college.
Okay. Sir, means right now I don't have the exact number.
Any rough
in
estimate?
In the mechanical and the automobile sector, automobile engineering, there was almost ratio of 90:10 in the male female. but in the IT, computer and electronics, the ratio was 60-40 or 55-45.
So, what explains this very low prevalence of female students in certain engineering branches, you would say?
Yes, sir. Sir, mechanical and automobile traditionally considered masculine engineering sectors, where the students required to do job in the outside, means in the at the workplace for the long hours or at the different time. But in the IT, electronics and telecommunication, there was possibility of work from home, and these are software industries where work is more office oriented. So that was one of the factor where parents consider that this sector will be suitable for women and this will be not. Secondly, sir, the issue of availability in those industries, means in mechanical, in automobile, when they go for the workplace, there is also the public patriarchy we seen. So like women are very less in number in the employment sector and males are there, and so they faces certain biases against them, which is called glass ceiling as well. So often woman or female chooses this software engineering fields. And thirdly, sir, there is also the from the family as well, like often girls choose the occupation or choose the stream which is decided by family, not by themselves.
You mentioned the glass ceiling.
Yes, sir.
Have you also heard of the glass floor?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
Sir, glass floor talks about certain occupations in the lower stream which are also gender based stratification is seen. For example, sorry sir, I need to read about this glass floor.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Have you heard of the glass escalator?
Sir, I have heard, but I am right now not able to recall the meaning.
The glass cliff?
Yes, sir.
Tell me.
Sir, glass cliff is a situation when there is any strong danger is there. So often female or women are given that top job, and then if they fail to that job, that is given as a their failure, or woman as a failure. They do not able to address that challenges. We can see during COVID-19 many prime minister were the women, and it was during that time this glass cliff concept became more popular.
Yes. Dilip, several state governments have also experimented with promoting engineering education in the regional languages. I think also in Maharashtra some such efforts have been made to promote engineering in Marathi.
Sir, as far as I know, I don't have any idea about Maharashtra, but yes, many states, especially southern state, also promoting engineering in regional language.
Do you think it's a good thing to do, or should engineering education continue to remain in English?
Sir, I believe that language is the medium of understanding, a medium of expression. So if the rural background student who do not have English command over English, the engineering in the regional language will be the one step towards promoting education for the rural people and who are coming from the backward section of society. So it is a good thing.
But you know, at the same time, we have seen that many of these courses and colleges which were providing courses in regional languages,
yes sir,
they have been forced to shut down those courses. There have not been too many takers.
Okay.
Why is that? Could you like?
Sir, I don't know exact reason, but there can be 2-3 reasons. One is about the teaching quality and the access of the material in the regional languages, because most of the technical education literature is available in English language. So translation in the mother tongue is not properly happening, and even the most of the already educated teachers are in the English language. So availability of quality teacher in regional language can be one of the challenge. And thirdly, sir, considering English as a global language, most of the companies also want to hire those who are proficient in English. So that can be one of the reasons.
Are engineers, the huge number of engineers that we are producing every year, are they employable?
Sir, unfortunately, with many reports says that only 4% of the not 4%, means very less engineer are employable in the current employment sector.
So what are they lacking?
Some problem with the practical education and the state of the new technologies access and understanding. For example, there is industrial and academic linkage is not there. So students often have rote learning, but they don't have the practical experiences.
You had won the certificate of excellence at John Deere Techno
Yes.
Camp
Yes, sir.
by John Deere. Who is John Deere?
So John Deere is a agriculture equipment manufacturing company, and it manufactures various agriculture equipment like tractor, combine harvesters, and other cultivating equipment.
And so what was your project? Like what had you done which secured you that award?
Yes, sir. So they had given certain problem statement related to agriculture, and they asked for the engineering solution to address that challenges. So one of the challenge rural India is facing, that many times agriculture equipment are stolen by the theft. So they wanted the anti-stolen system. So we had created theft detection and alert system using microcontroller and the GSM module. So that equipment, if we attach to the any agriculture equipment, and if anyone tried to steal that equipment, that there will be alarm will be goes on, and the farmer will be alerted with SMS and call, and that was the our project.
And is that like has that been translated into an actual product? Or?
Sir, we had means forwarded to our college department to commercialize it, but unfortunately it hadn't.
So why was it not made into a commercial thing? Like what prevented its commercialization, if you could?
Sir, after that was project in our 4th year. So after that, I did not take the what happened next about that project. I did not see what happened.
Can you tell me, Dilip, like how can we use technology to improve administration and governance?
Yes, sir. Sir, in fact, in the today's era, technology is becoming backbone of the administration and governance, and we have already implementing to promote e-governance initiative. So apart from that, we can use artificial intelligence to promote the governance in the local language, and to bridge the gap between the administrations and the people by creating chatbot. Through that, various schemes government is implementing can get access to the people. Secondly, sir, in order to tackle the issue of crime in the society, we can use the CCTV cameras and drone technologies in order to address or create deterrence in the society. And thirdly, sir, even in the policy formation, we can use big data analysis in order to understand societal challenges and how that data can be used to create the better policy.
Did you keep track of the AI summit in Paris?
Yes, sir. Last month there was summit in Paris where organized by the France, and PM Modi ji was also the co-chairman.
So what were the key outcomes of that summit?
Sir, one of the major outcome for that summit was to promoting AI for the global goods and ensuring that global south will also get the access to the AI technologies.
The United States does not seem to be on board regarding the AI governance model that was being put in place at the summit.
Yes,
what
sir.
are its objections, you would say?
Sorry, sir, I need to go through that.
Okay. When you say chat GPT, what is GPT?
Yes, sir. Sir, it is like something like generative technology. I am not able to recall the full form.
Okay, never mind. Have you heard of this DeepSeek?
Yes, sir.
Why is it considered, like what is it and why is it considered as so path breaking?
Yes, sir. So DeepSeek is one of the AI technology used for generative AI technology, and it is considered as path breaking because it do the same type of work which is done by the chat GPT, but using very less number of GPUs. So it is cost competitive, and it has also provided open code, that access to their code in an open way. So that code can be used by other countries, especially global south, to create their own own AI platform that will be helpful for their own regional demands.
Very well. So you like to travel to new places.
Yes, sir.
Which places have you traveled to in the recent past?
Yes, sir. So last month I visited Ujjain. Before that, I also visited Nagpur and Jaipur, sir.
Do you think travel is like a good use of your time and money?
Sir, yes, definitely, sir. In India, especially, traveling is very cheaper compared to the other countries, and through traveling, it gives us chance to understand the diversity of the India and to give us some time to explore the new places and see the scenic and historical beauty.
Can you tell me like what needs to be done to improve the influx of tourists in the country, especially international tourism? How can we boost it?
Yes, sir. Sir, we need to work on the forefront. First is about, sir, creating basic infrastructures and connectivity of these tourist destinations. Secondly, sir, we also need to improve on the hospitality industry, having proper access to the hotels, then the guides, as well as, and on the third front, we need proper law and order and security to tourists so that they will feel secure when they are visiting any place. And so fourthly, though we have the various incredible places, they are not popularized. So we use digital technology and other initiatives to make them popular and create the brand of Indian tourism.
What do you make of religious tourism? Like, should a secular state be promoting religious tourism?
Sir, when we see towards tourism, the religious tourism should be also seen from the secular prism. For example, that will create employment opportunities for the local people. It will also help to promote the soft power of our country. And thirdly, it is also help to understand the various culture in a better way. So it will create the social integrity as well. So definitely states should promote tourism, especially in the religious culture as well, sir.
Some of these hotspots of religious tourism, I think including Ujjain, the state government has banned alcohol, if you are aware.
Sorry, sir, I am not aware about that, sir.
Well, I am telling you it has.
Okay.
The Madhya Pradesh government has banned alcohol in many of the religious places. Do you think that's a correct move by an administration?
Sir, I feel that sir, I am not able to form the opinion exactly on this, because there are certain advantages as well, but when we talk about international tourism, there it can be act as a barrier for those international tourists.
Very well. A prominent hotel chain, Oyo, they had come out with guidelines requiring proof of marriage before they would allow a couple to avail their services. Are you aware of this development?
No, sir, I am not aware about that.
Okay. Chaliye, let's keep that aside.
Yes, sir.
I also see that you've been mentoring UPSC aspirants.
Yes, sir.
Dilip, is mentoring the same as teaching, or is it any different?
Sir, it is different in few parameters. Teaching is talks about, sir, providing knowledge in a structural way to the student.
Okay.
But mentoring is more about guiding that person to do what he need to do, and it is personalized based. Teaching is more often in a structural way. One teacher teaches the group of the student in a structural manner, and it is in a proper timetable. But mentoring is more about personalized guidance and understanding the requirement of the student and giving him specific inputs.
So Dilip, tell me, what do you think are some key qualities required to be a good mentor?
Yes, sir. Sir, first will be the subject knowledge. in which he is mentoring. Second is about, sir, objectivity in providing the right inputs. And sir, thirdly, having the skill of emotional intelligence, means understanding the challenges of that person and providing the curative, means calibrated inputs to that person based on his requirement.
And you were doing this through a civil society organization.
Yes, sir.
My broader question to you is that, when you have so many government departments, well staffed, with huge resources catering to different aspects of social development, then why do we need civil society organizations in the first place?
Yes, sir. Sir, there are multiple positive roles played by the civil society organization. Firstly, though government has resources, there is always a resource crunch in order to fulfill the government role in the backward areas or in the last mile resources. For example, in rural areas, government may not reach with their all the schemes. So, civil society can act as a complementary and supplementary role. For example, Akshay Patra is playing the role of in the midday meal scheme in the distribution of food. Many times, sir, civil society also act as providing input to the policy formation to the government. So, and thirdly, sir, during the disaster-like situation, often the civil society can play the primary role when district administration or the administration not reach in a limited time. For example, Gunj is also actively cooperating with the government in disaster management.
Gunj,
sir. Yes, sir. And sir, fourthly, even civil society act as a feedback or act as a instrument to bring the social change. For example, there are many reforms in the elections has been brought by the ADR for bringing the election reforms. So yes, it plays crucial role.
Very well. What is US aid? Have you heard about it?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
Sir, it is a program of the United States which was providing aid to the various countries for specific programs. So it was recently in news because of DOGE, new department created by the USA, which curtailed the finance to the US aid.
And the US aid had generated some controversy in India as well?
Yes, sir.
What was that?
So that was a controversy related to USA aid funding of around rupees $21 million for the election, increasing the voter turnout in the India. But that was still in controversy because
that
is still in the controversy, sir.
I could not understand that last bit. Could you repeat? That was
Sir, that $21 million were spent in India to increase the voter turnout as per the US department, but also certain person from the US is also saying that was not money meant for India, that was for the Bangladesh. So that is not cleared yet.
Do you think that civil society in India is grappling with certain issues which need to be urgently addressed?
Yes, sir. There are certain issues. So the government is taking steps like certain civil societies like NGOs are funded by the foreign countries and which are also acting against India's national interest. So government has come out with the rules to streamline the funding of the NGOs from the foreign countries, and certain NGOs act as a front line for the terrorist organization as well, which provide the overground worker for unstable activities. So government is also working on that through EAPA.
Are NGOs under the ambit of the RTI Act?
No, sir. NGOs, I think, are not under the RTI Act.
Very well. Tell me, you've been a student of sociology.
Yes, sir.
Why did you switch to this very different subject from the subjects of your electronics and telecommunication engineering?
Yes, sir, first major reason was electronics and telecommunication is not in the optional list of the provided by UPSC. There is electrical engineering, but that syllabus is quite different. Then I went through the
syllabus is
quite different than electronics and telecommunication.
Okay.
So then I went through the possible other alternatives. So when I go through the sociology optional syllabus, I found that quite interesting and thought that it will also help me to become better administrator, because of administrator deals with the society and the social challenges, and so stratification, if we know better, we can implement various scheme in a better way.
Would you say this subject has changed you in any way as a person?
Yes, sir, definitely, sir. Sir, earlier, when I used to see towards society, I was not aware about how society is stratified in a multiple ways. Generally, it is looked from the class perspective earlier, but now I get to know about society is not just stratified from class, but there are gender stratification as well, racial stratification as well, and racial stratification as well, and stratification is very intersectional, and the person's in the society's behavior changes from class to class and status to status. Secondly, sir, when I look toward the woman issue, though I was aware about the patriarchy, but after reading the sociology and understanding social challenges, I get in-depth understanding of the challenges faced by the woman.
Does race matter in India?
Sir, today means it does not matter much, though it was studied in the earlier to understand the caste system. But right now I feel that instead of race, ethnicity, caste system, these are more prevalent in the India.
The reason I ask is because you mentioned racial stratification, so I was wondering whether that was in the Indian context.
No, sir, it was not from the Indian context. I was talking about overall, when we study the first paper of sociology, we get to understand how racial discrimination is happen in the USA or in the other Western countries.
And is caste, does it have a racial connotation?
Sir, one of the social thinker thought that race has been the origin of the caste system, but that theory has been criticized by other thinkers.
Very well. Who would you say, Dilip, is your favorite sociologist?
Yes, sir. Sir, R.K. Merton.
R.K. Merton.
Yes, sir.
Could you list the names of some of the books authored by R.K. Merton?
Sorry, sir, I am not able to recall the names of his book, but I know the various theories given by the R.K. Merton, sir.
Okay. Anyone who's written about Indian society, whose writings you like?
Yes, sir. Sir, M.N. Srinivas writing on the Indian society.
Okay. Could you tell me the names of books of M.N. Srinivas?
Yes, sir.
Please.
One of the book was about, sir, village studies, that is Remember Village something. It was about Rampura village study.
Where is Rampura?
Sir, it is in the Karnataka's Mysore district, but Rampura was name given to hide its original name, but it is in Mysore village, one of the village from Mysore district.
And what other books has he written?
Sir, one of the book is related to Kurg society, but still I am not able to recall the name of the book.
Very well. And why is this book titled The Remembered Village? That's a very odd title for a book.
Yes, sir. So that he has written that book in the 1960s, based on the studies in the we started from the 1948 around, and he frequently visited that village to understand the changing social profile and the social change. Maybe that made him to write the name of the book as a Remember Village.
Okay. Could you summarize M.N. Srinivas's views about Indian society for me?
Yes, sir. Sir, he see the Indian society, he understand the Indian society from the caste perspective instead of the Varna system. He considered that Varna is the textual understanding of the social reality, but ground reality lies in the caste system, because there are diverse castes present in the society. Also, he found that whatever written in the book may not be applicable in practical sense, because caste is seen as a closed system, but through his study of the real society, he found that Sanskritization was happening, and in fact there is a social mobility can be happened in the caste-based society. And he also found the role of dominant caste in the village politics as well as village power structure. So his idea of the society was looking society from the grassroots perspective, from studying society by studying villages instead of going through just books.
You mentioned that mobility is possible in the caste system.
Yes, sir.
So can I change my caste?
Sir, from that perspective, he said that first secular mobility happens in the society, and in a gradual way from generation after generation second, ritual mobility can happen in the society. That, for example, he gave the study of the Lingayat and Okalega society, where they change their caste to the Brahmin. Means they call themselves as a Brahmin, but in practical way,
Lingayats and?
Sir, Okalega society, sir, I think.
You're saying both these groups
Sir,
transformed into Brahmins?
Yes, sir.
Very well. Can you tell me some latest developments in the field of sociology?
Sir, in terms of what, sir? May I know?
Anything new what is happening in the field of sociology? Any new theories, any new research, any new areas of investigation?
Sir, one thing is happening in recent years is interdisciplinary approach to understand the society. Earlier, society was studied from the purely sociological perspective, but now anthropological perspective, economic perspective, political perspective linked to the society. And with the advent of the fourth industrial revolution, role of media and role of technology is studied for understanding the social change.
Very well. Are you aware of any sociologists from Maharashtra or those who've worked in Maharashtra?
Yes, sir. Sir, founder of the Indian sociology was from the Maharashtra called IAS Gurukul. Then there were other sociologists like Iravati Karve. She also worked. She was also from Maharashtra. And there was one Gail Omved, though she was from the foreigner. She
was an American, right?
Yes, sir. But she married with one of the guy from person from the Western Maharashtra, and she lived her life in the Maharashtra and studied the Maharashtra and historical moments.
Yes. Have you read Seeking Begumpura?
Sorry, sir, I haven't read about that.
Never mind.
Yes, sir.
So, thank you, Dilip. Tell me, before you say goodbye to me,
Yes, sir.
Any secret talents or abilities that you have that you like to share?
So there is no secret talent, but I like to solve the Rubik cube. Sudoku means when I get free time, I do these activities, sir.
Yeah, I wish I had one and could see you solve it, but that's not possible. And I'm sure you are not carrying one to the interview, are you?
No, sir.
Chaliye, thank you, Dilip.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.